basically we go through those: give willingly, give ungrudgingly and cheerfully, give sacrificially, give liberally, give with pure motives, give with unblemished offerings, give with simplicity, give without seeking man's recognition, give expecting God to meet your needs. So that's kind of a rundown of what I've read in the past. Now, in here, there's a checklist. Financial breakthrough checklist. Do I act in faith on God's promises, expecting Him to meet my needs, or am bound by fear, worry, and doubt concerning my financial circumstances? Do I focus on my lack, look to man, or depend upon limited resources, or do I trust and depend on God as my source of total supply? That's a good question. God can supply all your needs. He uses others to do that through different ways, be it work, other things. Number 3, have I followed God's plan of giving and receiving, or if I have withheld my tithes and offerings? Do I walk in a strong covenant relationship with Christ, whereby I live in obedience to Him and His Word? Do I obey God's directives concerning my giving? Do I give to God with pure motives? Do I need to reconcile differences with a brother or sister in the Lord? I think that's a pretty interesting one, because sometimes we have little issues come up in our lives, and we do hold on to things between one another. I remember a couple times where this really troubled me, and I believe I dealt with those issues a long time ago. But there could be others, and I guess we should pray that those be revealed to us if there is differences. I think he's meaning problems, not just differences, but perhaps hatred or fear between a brother and a sister. Anyway, it's important to reconcile differences. We see this probably easier in others than in ourselves. I can think of a couple examples, and those listening to this might see them as well. I would expect we would see this between others quicker than we see it between ourselves. Have I allowed a spirit of covetousness to take root in my heart? Do I just need to have this and this and this and this? Coveting other people's stuff. I hope, anyway, if that is there in your heart, you need to work on that and get it removed from your heart. I think being content with what one has is really important. It will keep you out of a lot of trouble. It will keep you frugal and keep you sane. That old saying, competing with the Jones, trying to stay up with the Jones, keep up with the Joneses, definitely that would be a spirit of covetousness. One was trying to do that. Gets people in debt that they don't have any need to be in debt for, just by getting things that don't appreciate the value. Number 8, do I give offerings that are acceptable to God, or do I give blemished offerings? Do I give my tithes and offerings on unholy altars? Wow, that's a tough one. So if you're giving, and you're giving to works that just are not unholy, it's probably you need to look at your giving and make sure that it's going to the work of God and to things that are good. Do I have any unpaid vows or pledges that I need to fulfill? Sometimes you say, "Oh Lord, if you would just do this for me, I will do that for you." And then people forget to do that for you part. Or they say, "Oh, I'm going to support this ministry," and then they stop supporting that ministry. Sometimes people make unended pledges and vows and don't give thought to it at the time. So I would say that do what you can to fulfill your vows and pledges. If you're not able to do that, then you need to reevaluate and look at what you've actually pledged and see if there's a way to reconcile that with God. places. Everything is would need to be looked at in that respect. And then if you fulfill your pledges, then God can open up the heavens upon you. So anyway, that's all the scripture and lessons there for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to this faith and finance and my devotion for the day.